This is the final stop on the train to NYC with New Balance. Follow along as our team takes on the New York City Marathon.
There was 10 of us.
It all started off with an idea to get everybody there up to New York City.
Megan Featherston on our team was getting ready to get on her flight this morning and they canceled it. There's no flights landing in LaGuardia until after 5 p.m. today.
But we're on our way.
We made it, baby.
So we traveled up on Friday via the train.
All right, so we made it to New York. Did you get any rest or anything?
No, not at all.
Dozed off a couple times, you know. It was nice and comfy.
I am kind of sad this is the last stop on the train to NYC.
Dude, this is now, we're getting feet acclimated. We were out here, short sleeve shirts, ready to get singlet. Let's do this.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again. Outside says chirp, not a camera phone. Told you I'ma make keep the
Yeah, a smooth trip, and we made it to the Javits Center to pick up our bibs, where we saw a pretty impressive Expo experience from New Balance.
I've been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got $1 for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways.
Some Brooklyn lager for the boys.
Cheers. Hopefully not too many of these today, but no promises.
Then the whole crew made it over to Pazza Notte, where we carb loaded with pizza, beer, wine, and of course, pasta. We made it to the day before the marathon, where we had a shakeout run with New Balance running, which was pretty incredible.
It was a pretty amazing turnout of, I think we probably had over 500 runners there, and it was just so much fun to see everyone and go for a nice little 3-mile jog through Central Park.
After the jog, people carb loaded with more bagels. We also had coffee, cappuccinos. There was a full barista there. There was also pints and PRs, which handed out beers and lit glasses. We had some swag for some of the lucky people who were able to grab it. It was just a party environment. Everybody was in a good mood, ready to take on the marathon.
So we kept it pretty tame that evening, went to bed, and then the next morning, it was race day.
The night before the marathon, and I am wicked excited.
I am super excited. Tomorrow is New York City Marathon.
It's going to be one of the hottest on record, so I honestly don't really have a goal other than have fun.
A good friend of mine said at home for me was that everyone wants to see you win, Ronaldo, so I'm going to do that. I'll make everybody proud.
Just go out and have the ultimate best fun. I mean, Thomas and I, we're going to be running together.
I've had the best training cycle for a marathon I've ever had.
It's been a lot of preparation, a lot of work leading up to this, so this is going to be a big day.
My plan is to show up and blow up. I'm ready to race. Signed up for a race, I'm here to race. I'm not gonna fuck around.
If it goes off the rails, like off the rails, I'm just gonna have a party, coast in at like 7 hours, drink some beers along the way, the whole way.
I'm going to party with the Believe in the Run team. Thanks to New Balance for having us out here. And I don't know, I guess pizza's got to be in the mix somewhere, and some beers or adult beverages. We got on a VIP bus that had a police escort all the way to Staten Island.
How many hours do you have before the race?
Like 4 hours, like 3.5 hours, I think. What time is it? Yeah.
So we were over on Staten Island, I think, before 6 a.m.
And it was pretty cool. So we got into our tent, and there was bagels, there was danishes, there was coffee. We had a pretty nice experience.
We hung out, we did some stretching. You could definitely tell that there was some race nerves going on.
And the New Balance, is this the VIP tent?
Yeah, and why not?
Okay. We're sitting on the ground. That's what happens when you're a very important person. Getting some coffee and bagels and water.
I used a brand new porta potty.
that a highlight
That's
of your
like
life?
never in a race. I've never experienced that.
Shit's about to go down. You can feel the tension happening in the air here. I'm with Robbie Redinger, pro runner and host of the popular podcast, The Drop. Robbie, what's going through your mind?
I feel horrible. Just get me out of this tent at once.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
There was 2 groups of us, so one group went out at wave 1 and one went out at wave 2. And so we did separate at one point, but we also had a lot of fun in the morning in the tent, taking photos, making silly videos.
It's really a tale of 2 marathons where you had the faster crew going out first and being a little more serious. Meg, you were waving on the crowd, trying to get as much participation from the crowd as possible.
Yeah, I don't know who was working harder, me or the spectators in terms of cheering.
By the time that we got out on the course, kind of did a lot of work with Jarrett. We decided ahead of time that we were going to stick together, so we were the one team other than Megan and Megan that was like, we're doing this together. Pretty much held hands the whole way.
This is fucking nuts. This is
Insane. So hot.
So Megan and I had a similar experience. We had so much fun the entire time. The crowds really showed up. You know, we were told that the crowds were big and that it would be really exciting, but you just really don't know until you're out there running on this course.
All right, so Jarrett and I have been following our tips.
sub-elite tip from sub-elite runners.
We sprinted up here to the halfway mark, so we decided to take a little break because that's another tip. If you're not having fun, just slow down.
When we talk, I'm getting a little bit more tired. I'm beat up, tired, but we're gonna get this done, and that's all that matters.
Jared, keep it up, my man. Give me knuckles.
Even the volunteers were cheering for you. Just everyone out there was cheering and having a great time, and it was really 26 miles of partying and cheering.
Honestly, just like finishing the damn thing was extremely hard.
All 10 of our teammates
Kind of a big deal.
some with PRs, but really proud to say that everyone finished the marathon.
Can you make it through? You okay?
Yeah.
But I think everyone had a great time.
We did, and then we partied the night away. There was a private party for New Balance. We had some beverages and some food and just hung out, and the vibe was really good. Everybody was pretty stoked.
So a wonderful, fun evening. Capped it off with some beverages. And then we got back on another train home.
Believe in the Run asked us to do a weekend recap as if I remember anything from last weekend.
No city loves the marathon as much as New York loves the marathon. And I think that's what makes it really special and really unique.
New York City crowds bring the heat. It was fire.
It was really hot out, 75 degrees. Apparently the hottest the race has ever been since they moved it to November.
Being able to run one of these 6 majors, an absolute fairy tale story.
It was tough, it was real tough. I didn't know it could be that tough, but New York City you kicked my ass.
So big thanks to New Balance for including me in on the fun, and I look forward to using your private porta potties next time.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, New Balance, for bringing the team of 10 of us together to train together, to race together, to experience what is the amazement of the New York City Marathon together.
The way we felt supported was super amazing, and those are some things that you just can't get anywhere else besides the New York City Marathon.
I've got to give a huge thank you to the whole Believe in the Run team. I've got to give a huge thank you to the whole Train to New York City team, and the biggest thank you to New Balance.
Thank you to New Balance for supporting the event, supporting us, and supporting Believe in the Run through this entire journey. Couldn't have done it without you guys, so appreciate that. Thanks.
Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we